Hello and welcome to my second series, Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. I played this game a long time ago, so this won't be a blind let's play. And let's start this, the first turnabout, episode 1. Damn it, why me? I can't get caught like this, not like this. I've gotta find someone to pin this on. Someone like him. Yes, I'll make it look like he did it. August 3rd, 9:47 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Oh boy, am I nervous. Oh, right. Oh, hi Chief. Phew, I'm glad I made it on time. Oh, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm quite impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? Yes. Actually, I kinda owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. Well, that's a news to me. I want to help him out in any way I can. I just really want to help him. That much at least. It's over. My life, everything, it's over. Aww. Isn't that your client screaming over there? Yeah, that's him. That's the sparrow. Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna die. It sounds like he wants to die. Yeah. Pig! Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell them I'm guilty. Give me the essence. I ain't afraid to die. What's wrong, Larry? Oh, it's so over. I'm finished. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I cannot. Who took her away from me, Nick? Who did this? Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. Well, the person responsible for your girlfriend's death. The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright, and here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butt. And in the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself in trouble. But one thing I can say though, it's usually not his fault. He just had a terrible luck. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. And I owe him one, which is why I took this case to clear his name. And that's exactly just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 AM, District Court, Courtroom number 2. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright? This is your first trial, is it not? Yes, Your Honor. I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. Murder is a serious charge. So, for your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Hands shaking, eyesight fading. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant is Larry Butts, our best friend. Yes, the defendant. Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. Correct. Just keep your wits about and you'll do fine. Next question. This is a murder trial. Tell me what the victim's name is. Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times. Oh, wait. No way, I forgot about that. I'm drawing a total blank here. Phoenix! Are you absolutely sure you're after this? You don't even know the victim's name. The victim, of course I know her name. I just forgot. Temporarily. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. Just touch the court record button to check it at any time, okay? Remember to check it often. Do it for me, please. I'm begging you. Let's hear your answer. Who is the victim in this case? Let's check our court record. Attorney's badge. No one would believe I was a defense attorney if I didn't carry this. This is the most useless evidence you're gonna get in this game, as far as I know. And in this autopsy report, time of death, 31st August, 7:31. So 7th month, 31st day, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Cause of death, loss of blood due to blunt trauma. And it's Cindy Stone. Yep. The victim's name is Cindy Stone, Your Honor. Correct. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was hit with a blunt object. She was struck once by a blunt object. Correct. You answered all my questions. I see no reason why we shouldn't proceed. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Thank you, Your Honor. Because I don't feel relaxed, that's for sure. Oh, well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne?
Yes, Your Honor.
As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Would you explain to the court just what that object was?
The murder weapon was the statue of the thinker.
It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. The statue added to the court record. Okay? Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during this trial. That evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Touch the court record button to check the court record frequently. Okay, let's check it out. The statue. A statue in the shape of the thinker. It's rather heavy. Okay. Miss Gray, the prosecution may call its first witness.
The prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Barnes, to the stand.
Chief, they do now. Pay attention, you don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. Uh-oh, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad.
Mr. Barnes, it's not true that the victim had recently dumped you.
Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were like Romeo and Juliet, like Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway?
Mr. Barnes, so what she described is generally what we mean by dumped. In fact, she completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies! All of it, lies! I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport, according to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. Passport added to the court record. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Court passport. The victim apparently arrived home from Paris on 7:30 the day before the murder. Okay. No way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. Sugar? Yes, older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle. Dude! We can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. Tell me, Mr. Bott, so what do you think of her now? Right? I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in no wrong directions. Should I wait and see, or stop him? Let's see what happens. Might be better not to get involved in this one. Wow, Mr. Butts. Dude, no way, that shit ain't she-dog. I'm gonna die. I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, and when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Let's continue with this trial, shall we? No. I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone now. Oh yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not so good looking. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the day of the murder, did you not? Oh. Well, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Oh, for God's
God's sake, he went. What do you do? What do you do? Have him answer honestly or stop him from answering? Let's have him answer it. I know. I'll send him a signal. You tell the truth. Yeah. I was there. I went. Oh no, that was the truth. Order. Oh whoa, Mr. Nuts. Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man. So like, I didn't see her. Objection! Your Honor, the defendant is lying. Lying? The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butt is lying. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Order in the court. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call it a witness. Yes, Your Honor. Oh, this is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers in the victim's building. Please bring Frank Solid to the stand. By the way, this game is heavy on puns and you're gonna see it all the time. Like this one, Mr. Solid. Mr. Solid, you sell newspaper subscriptions, that's correct. Oh, yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Solid, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of murder. Witness's testimony. Witness's account. Okay, so this is the most interesting part of this game. That's where you're trying to uncover their lies or contradictions. Let's start it. Solid. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought to myself, he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Well, thinking it's strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. A woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. So, I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 PM. Yes. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant sitting right over there. Larry, why didn't you tell me the truth? I can't defend you against testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Wow. Aren't phones supposed to work during the blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Solid used was one of those. And, Your Honor, I have a record of the blackouts for your perusal. No, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Oh, right, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why? You exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. Lies? What? He was lying. Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? No, how do I prove he's not? You hold the key, it's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Touch the court record button and point out contradictions in the testimony. Cross-examination, witness's account. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. Okay, let's check our evidence. We got Cindy's autopsy report, time of death 4 PM to 5 PM, and she got cause of death, blunt trauma. Statue in the shape of a thinker. It's rather heavy. Passport that she arrived at this time. New blackout record. Electricity to Miss Taylor's building was out from noon to 6 PM on the day of the crime. Okay, so he was going from door to door selling subscriptions. That's alright. Because he left the door half open behind him. Nothing contradicting so far. Thinking strange, I looked inside the apartment. Nothing strange here. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. Nothing here. Nothing. Okay. Her phone wasn't working, and the blackout started from noon to 6 PM. I went to a nearby park, found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 PM, so the electricity was off during this time, but there is another contradiction here. If you remember, she died at somewhere between 4 PM and 5 PM present. Objection! You found the body at 1 PM. Are you sure? Yes, it was 1 PM for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy report notes the time of death was at some time after 4 PM. So there was nobody to find at 1 PM. Well, how do you explain this 3-hour gap? Oh, that, objection! This is trivial, the witness really fake at the time. After his testimony, I find it hard to believe. Mr. Sowett, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 PM? Well, gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Hate to put him on the spot. That's all we have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Oh, wait, I remember now. Now, would you care to give your testimony again? Witness testimony, the time of discovery. Oh, you see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was this voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of tape program. And that's why I thought it was 1 PM. I'm terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. Oh, I see. You heard the voice saying the time on a tape program. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. Yeah, I've got this one. The cross-examination, the time of discovery. Nothing wrong here. There was time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Well, that's impossible. There was a blackout during this time. Objection! Hold it right there. The prosecution said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Oh, you couldn't have heard the television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Solid? No, I find it quite puzzling myself, quite. Yes, wait, I remember now. Mrs. Solid? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. Oh, yes. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Solid. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Witness's testimony hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. Yes, there was a table clock at the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw, I'm sure of it. Oh, you saw a clock. I guess that will explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness once more. Gladly, Your Honor. Cross-examination, hearing the time. Actually, I didn't hear the time, I saw it. And there was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. Well, as far as we know, the killer used a statue, not a clock. You couldn't see anything on it. Let's present this. Objection! Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was a statue. Now, how is this supposed to be a clock? Oh, you, with your objections and your evidence. Just who do you think you are? Just
Answer the question, Mr. Solid. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, for me? Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, the statue is indeed a clock. That heck of a switch, you just tilt it down. It saves the time after that. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submit it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all? Oh, Mr. Wright. It appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Well, I think we have a problem, considering that he couldn't hear it unless he turned on the clock and pushed the switch. Yes. Your Honor, now there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly, a contradiction. Ah, yes indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment or knew the victim. We can cross out the second one because it doesn't help us, so went to the apartment. You are lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah, prove it. Prove I went in there. Huh, I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order! Order in the court! Intriguing, please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Solid. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. And that voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Objection! What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate on this point? Did you strike the victim with a clock? That day, I never. Look, the clock, no. No. Shut up, boy, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her. And he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, just a moment, please. There is the shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? Well, the whole case is riding in this. I'd better think it through carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Solid heard was definitely this clock. A
fact which is clear if you simply examine the clock's batteries, ask the neighbors, try sounding the clock. Well, examining the batteries is not gonna give us anything. And the neighbors probably didn't hear anything as well, because otherwise they would have called the police on him. We will try to sound the clock, probably because it's gonna be 3 hours behind the current time, because she just returned from her trip. And let's do this. Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully.
Babe, I think it's 8:25.
Huh. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, she is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time is it now?
It's 11:25.
No. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Salt heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Salt, try to talk your way out of this one. You forgot one thing. Uh-oh. What's he talking about? Well, it may seem like the clock is running 3 hours slow. It proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Oh. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, so close. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. No. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict this witness. Unfortunately. This ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sowit. I came all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal I say. Your lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mrs. Sowit. Chief. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. We can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think it through. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you have the proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Yes, wait. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let them have it.
Oh, well, Mr. Wright. You say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim?
Of course, Your Honor. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim without a doubt.
Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Well, let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running slow.
The passport, because she just returned from her trip. Take that!
The victim
Had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 PM here, it's 1 AM the next day there. And the clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim had reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time he heard when he struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sowett?
Or should I say, Mr. Did it?
No.
Order, I say. Wow, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
I have to say I'm quite impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone to complete a offense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
At this point, this is only formality, but this court defines the defendant, Mr. Larry Potts, not guilty. Confessing in the court. Yay. And with that, the court is adjourned.
It turns out that Frank Sowett was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. And that day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sowett let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sowett grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 PM, District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2.
Whew! I still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thank you, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
Well, I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Well, if she's glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Oh, Nick.
Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong with you? Oh, Nick! Don't worry about me, I'll be dead and gone soon. Good, oh wait, no, I mean bad, Larry. You are innocent. The case is closed. but my sin, this wind is gone, man. Gone. Forever. Oh, Larry, she was cheating. Nah, never mind. Congratulations, Harry. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Potts, innocent. Oh, thank you. I really owe you one. I won't forget this, ever. A celebrate dinner, movie, my treat. Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this, it's a present. A present for me? Oh, wait. What is evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. Yo, Nick! Can you believe it? I was so to the check, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you wanna just cry? Oh, Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you, in her own way. Nah, you don't have to sympathize with me, it's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your fan? Something that proves how she felt about him. Yeah, right, of course. What the heck is she talking about? Well, it's definitely not her autopsy report, not her passport, and not the blackout, so by using method of elimination, it's definitely hers. The statue. Take that! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where do you get that clock? This is clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she traveled. Nah, she just probably needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make it of it what you will. Hey Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really I am. Thank you. Well, I hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how about a dinner on me? I will drink a toast to innocent butts.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the cloak he gave to Mia. And I didn't know it then. Oh, but that cloak was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. The end. Alright, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on the next episode, Turnabout Sisters. See you!